What to know about transcription as a potential career. The Dubbing King software, a comprehensive audio-visual translation (AVT) software for Windows. The Dubbing King software caters for various audio-visual translation (AVT) modes. It is used for subtitling, translation, and the dubbing processes. Ever wondered what a transcription career would look like? Have you been sitting in your house during this pandemic and thinking of whether you can actually get a side hustle as a transcriptionist? These are questions that a lot of people ask themselves before they decide to take on any skill and make a career out of it. It is not easy to jump into a career that you know nothing about. It is also very daunting when you have to invest and get skills in a career that you are not certain of getting your investment back. Transcription is one of those careers that have been gaining popularity of late, and every Tom, Dick, and Harry is deciding to try their hand on it. In this article, we will look at some things that you need to know before you make that big decision of getting yourself into this career. With this, you will be able to make a sound decision on whether the transcription career is one that you would love to focus on and how you can possibly make it work for you like the thousands of professional transcribers out there. Will I like transcription? It is very important to know whether you would love doing transcription work. We live in a society where people do all kinds of jobs just to get by, and there is no passion put into what they do. I'm not trying to discourage anyone, but there are certain careers that if taken on without the slightest of passion, then the result will not be good. Being a transcriber requires one to be discreet, confidential, and always be able to work with deadlines. If you are a person who doesn't possess these personality traits, then I will let you know that this is not the best career choice for you. You will be required to work on documents that are highly classified, and if you can't keep them confidential, then your clients won't trust you with more work. If you are someone who is willing to work discreetly with efficiency while hitting targets and beating deadlines and still coming up with conclusive and quality scripts, then you will do amazingly well in this career choice. What skills do I need? If you are already a professional in a particular field, then you know that you must possess a certain number of skills before you can take on a job. Let no one lie to you. You will work in any profession without a set of skills. The same applies to the transcription profession. You need to research and know what kinds of skills you need to be a good transcriber. Being a transcriber mostly involves one to type audio out and create a script from it. This means that you need to have top-level typing speed. The typing speed should be backed up with accuracy, efficiency, and the ability to always meet deadlines. You should also possess some researching skills. From time to time, you will find yourself working on audio files from an industry you are not used to and find scenes that are inaudible or with distorted sounds. In such a scenario, your research skills will help you research the jargon of that particular industry. You don't want to be that transcriber who is constantly calling your client to make complaints. You should try your best to research before you think of calling your client. Your spelling, punctuation, and grammar skills should be finely honed. You should also be proficient in both phone and office etiquette. What are the pros and cons of working from home? More times than not, being a transcriber means that you will work from home. Unless you are working for a service provider who would want you to work a 9 to 5 as a transcriber, you will most definitely be working from home. Before taking up a career as a transcriber, you should know the pros and cons of working from home and weigh out which ones are more. Working from home means you will work in your own space at your own pace and according to your schedule. This is a perfect setup for someone who is efficient and diligent enough to hold themselves accountable. Working from home allows you the freedom to take breaks as they are needed, allowing you to relax and return to work refreshed. This would only be a problem for someone who doesn't know how to plan their time. Be sure to take this into consideration. Earning potential. For some people, earning potential would have been the first thing, and for other people, not so much. The reality, though, is that everyone wants to get paid for any kind of work they do. No one in the universe would work diligently on anything for free. When it comes to transcription, the same is applicable. Depending on your level of expertise, you can expect to earn anywhere from $20 to $45 an hour as an at-home transcriptionist. You should note that you don't start making such amounts immediately you get into this career. You must fast hone your craft and be good at what you do, and then start asking for what you deserve. Career opportunities. Everyone wants to get into a career that will help them grow and not stay stagnantly in one position. Regardless of which career you choose to work in, be it medical, corporate, public service, or any other type of career, you should always look out for career opportunities. The good thing about a career as a transcriber is that you can choose to work in other industries and still benefit fully from it. You can decide to work in the legal, medical, or corporate industries as a transcriber, and this will definitely guarantee your career growth. Becoming a transcriptionist. There is a lot that goes into actually being a transcriber. It is not just a simple typing job, and you should be aware of this simple fact. You need to sign up for a training program that will assist you in knowing all that goes into the making of a good professional transcriber. This training usually backs you up with a certificate if you perform well in your tests. Being a certified transcriptionist in your state will come in handy when you try looking for transcription jobs. You can go on YouTube and learn how to do transcription work, but it won't be enough proof of your skills when you are ready to start looking for jobs. Where do I look for a job? This is one of the most important points you should take into consideration before you decide to take on transcription as a job. There is nothing as disappointing as acquiring skills in a particular career, not knowing where to get a job to use them on. A lot of people do this mistake, and I'm writing this so that you don't end up doing the same mistake. Transcription jobs are not your traditional jobs where companies advertise vacancies on their websites and all you have to do is send in a copy of your curriculum vitae and resume, but the jobs are literally available everywhere and you should know where to search. Search local listings. Provide your information to local professional groups, like the Chamber of Commerce. Ask professionals that you transcribe to refer other people to you. Word of mouth is the best advertising and it's free. Put your name on local job boards. Hand out business cards at professional offices. Introduce yourself to meetings and social events. How do I pay taxes on a home-based transcription business? If you choose to be a freelance transcriber, then you should know that you will be responsible for paying your own taxes. Paying taxes is every citizen's civil right, and to avoid being in bad terms with the government, then you should make sure to pay your taxes diligently. You need to know how to do this, and it is very simple really. It begins by you keeping a highly detailed record of your payments and making an arrangement on how you would like to pay your taxes. It can be on a quarterly, semi-annual, or annual basis. What equipment will I need? Being a transcriptionist doesn't require a lot of equipment. So, this wouldn't be such a hassle as long as you have a good functioning computer with a working keyboard. You will need a recording system as well as a printer, and other office equipment. You will want a comfortable desk and chair that makes working long hours tolerable. Can transcription be a side job? Finally, if you already have a full-time job and would love to work as a transcriptionist, you should try find out if you can work as a transcriber on part-time basis. I'm glad to tell you that it is very possible to work on part-time basis as a transcriptionist. The downside is that you won't make as much money as you would working on a full-time basis. Being a transcriber is a really good career choice if only you do your due diligence and get into it knowing all the important information you need.